As you can tell, I'm not very well organized. Once again, appreciate being here. I thank Ned for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this. This is my fourth NTW. Seems like each year I've participated in some shape, form, or fashion, even when unexpectedly I get asked to. Um, as they described, I am a legally blind cattle farmer. I'm owner-operator now of approximately 100 plus acres. I have about 30 head of cattle. Uh, it's been in our family since 1866, so I'm more or less eighth generation farmer. Uh, my goal here within this session is to talk about the WayAround application, as well as hopefully give a little bit of instructional how to use it, and then also with my Be My Eyes application. Obviously, being visually impaired, recognizing and identifying my livestock, cataloging them, and knowing what's where on the farm can be a bit of a tedious program. For years, that my dad and I, we worked together hand in hand. If you hear brains and brawn, well, he was more or less the eyes, and I was the brawn. He suffered with Parkinson's and dementia, so luckily he had very good eyesight still, and we could work together. But once he passed away in 2020, I was kind of in a dilemma of, okay, how am I going to do this? Luckily, the good Lord set a good path 2 years prior. I was able to finally get introduced with AGR back in 2018. Then my friends at the Star Center, they were a very intricate part on introducing me with the technologies, such as the iPhone, which you see here, which up till 2018, I was still in the realm of the old flip phone and had no clue anything about assistive technology, let alone a smartphone, other than other people had them, and I didn't think I could ever use them. The programs that I have discovered and what I have used, obviously, being visually impaired, learning the process, no one around home dealt with a lot of assistive technology. So not to brag, but I was kind of at the point I had to self-teach myself on every program that was given. The ladies at Star Center and all my partners there, you know, if I had questions, they would answer it to the best of their ability. But for most part, it was a learning curve for them as well. You know, a legally blind cattle farmer, you know, trying to work with livestock was kind of an unheard scope. So I had to take my own advice, and, you know, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to learn it. Watching YouTube videos, again, being visually impaired, that wasn't even an option really, unless you could find one that was very well easily navigated and had good narration. I could more or less listen and be able to do what I did. Now, were we going to download the applications? Is that something?
Tell everybody to download those, and then Carmen's going to do her session.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure on that. So prior to my main part of this session, if everybody would, if you're interested and want to learn about the WayAround and how I use it, as well as the Be My Eyes, while Carmen is getting in her session, if you want to take the opportunity to download those apps, if you've not done so, you can go to the App Store or Google Play and download them. They are, as far as I know, free of charge. There may be, it's been so long since I dealt with it, there may be a slight registration process, but once you get that downloaded, then we'll step in and I'll try to give you a little more instructional. If you've got any questions thus far on that, if not, then I'll let Miss Carmen take the reins and go with it.
Has everybody got Be My Eyes and WayAround?
Yeah. Okay, my primary two applications I'm going to demonstrate during this session today is the WayAround app as well as the Be My Eyes. Both applications are free. WayAround is operated off a NFC sticker, which most of all of you have. It's just a small electronic chip that you can put pretty much any infinite information on, and you can cater to whatever needs you have. The Be My Eyes is exactly what it is. It's just another set of eyes. You use your phone, you open it up. It was originally set up as a volunteer basis, meaning you went to the grocery store and wanted to purchase an item, and you went to the whatever aisle and you wanted to know, you actually opened your camera up and would dial in or contact a volunteer. Then they would use your camera and tell you what you see. Well, whenever about a year ago, with following the Facebook page, The Blind Life, hosted by Sam Seavey, Any of you that are not familiar with him, I highly recommend you hop on his page. He does a lot of reviews of a lot of different technologies. You can actually become a member, which I am a member, and that gives you a little more access, meaning each month he has a support group meeting, and all of his members get together for a Zoom call, and you just pitch ideas back and forth, and it's a very, very good resource. As a matter of fact, just talking about the sunglasses a while ago, I can remember one of our conversations a while back about sunglasses, and there was an Alpine, I think it was from REI, which is a outdoor business that sells these special sunglasses, and a lot of the people were talking about it there. So getting back into the technology, some of y'all may have trickled in since since I started and spoke earlier. I'm actually Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm a legally blind cattle farmer. I have a condition of retinitis pigmentosa. My primary, it's a little different than a lot of people RP, meaning that a lot of people lose their peripherals and keep their central. Mine is kind of the opposite. I've known I'd be different than anybody else, and I can't copy. But I have my peripherals very well, but my central is pretty much shot. Basically, to give you an idea, if I look straight ahead, I hardly see nobody, but I shift left or right, I can see. So for my adaptation on a personal level, I'm always scanning. My eyes are constantly moving. Some people might say your heart is the strongest muscle in your body. Not me. My eyeballs, I think they could pick up 150 pounds because I work them all the time. So again, with the applications I get to, I know there's people out there that probably get discouraged on what you can do, what you can't do as far as being visually impaired. With the word depression, I think I heard earlier. I don't know that I ever really suffered from depression. I would say discouragement was my biggest obstacle. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to be beat. A lot of these technologies and a lot of these apps are not meant for farmers. I can just tell you straight up. I've contacted a representative from WayAround. I spoke with Jessica Hipp. She's kind of the CEO of that business. And that was been probably 2 or 3 years ago. And I told her I was a farmer and this is what I wanted to try. And she said, well, I've never thought of that. And I think you just have to improvise and find things. With the stickers, I had to just more or less modify my way of doing things. I mean, the livestock, let's just say a cow, for instance, what I use a lot is the plug-in, the ear tags, the vinyl tags that go in their ear. Well, of course, even if they're high contrasting, which I use yellow white tags with black text, most people can see that. Even if you're somewhat visually impaired, you can get it. And I can if I'm close to it, of course, with an animal. But where can we go to make it even more user-friendly for the farmer, not just identifying what the number is, which that was my key obstacle, trying to learn how to catalog the system. My dad was a big Microsoft Excel spreadsheet person, which was great, but for my purposes, I couldn't get the information. And I knew with his dementia and his Parkinson's and health deteriorating, didn't know how long he was going to be. Then when he passed away, shock time. What am I going to do now? Luckily, about 2 years prior to his death, I was introduced to agribility and the Star Center and vocational rehab, and then we got into trying different applications. The WayAround, specifically, it was more geared for I'd say your homeowner. And when I say homeowner, meaning clothing, you can get buttons or anything that you can sew on and such as that, and you put it on your shirts or your clothes or shoes. Whatever you want to pick it up, you'd simply take it, and I'll show you in just a moment. You can scan it, and it'll tell you, you can program it to tell you, okay, this is a blue polo shirt. This is a striped dress shirt. This is that. It'll give you the initial read, but it also is very customizable, meaning it's got unlimited amount of fields that you can program this. Cooking items, canned goods, they've got magnetic stickers that you can stick on your canned goods. Open up the pantry, pull a can out, open up the WayAround, scan it, and it'll tell you what that is. But for a farmer, now what are we going to do out in the field? So what I did was I took the cattle. This was all experimenting. It's not 100%. And when it comes to visually impaired farmers in general, there's no one application that's going to suit your needs. So it's like if you had a ratchet, all right, and most everybody knows what a ratchet is. If you had a ratchet and you had your primary 3 or 4 sockets that would stay attached to that ratchet, where you wouldn't have to go back to the toolbox and get it. If you open it up, okay, well, here's a ratchet, and I've got a 1/4 inch drive, or I got a 1/4 inch socket, I've got a 1/2 inch socket, a 9/16. It's right there in your hand. This is your ratchet. When you open it up, you may, okay, I may need this application for something. Well, next what? That ain't going to work. Let me go to the next one. So these applications is what I would call a socket. You just simply go to which one's going to suit your needs, because you're not going to use a 9/16 socket on a 1/2 inch bolt. So that's where I just kind of had to improvise and adjust it to whatever. So just to give you an example, I took my cattle tag, I would take the vinyl sticker that you guys have now, and I stuck it on the back side of the ear tag where it wouldn't be visible. And you could actually take your iPhone, which they also have a WayLink reader. Didn't bring mine with me, but you can actually just touch the tag and get the information you need as far as the primary. Okay, what's the number? Then guess what? I can find out the age of the animal when it was born. I can find out the calf number that belongs to that said cow. When was the last time the vaccination I gave? What was the vaccination medications that I did give? Just as many fields as you want to add. When you're supposed to sell it, when it's supposed to wean, when was the last time I've done this? A simple flick can give you most of that information. So, and bear with me again, with me, I use the iPhone and I use the voiceover, and the gestures are completely different from most everybody here. So what I want to do, and this is what Ned, he spoke with me last year, and he wanted me to demonstrate how to do that. And once I showed him and what we could do with it, he's like, I want you here next year. I want you to show people what you can do and what you can't do. Hearing all the bios and stuff when we on the introductions, I kind of thought to myself, I'm certified in PT, I'm certified in OT, and I'm like, I'm way out of my league because I'm not certified in nothing. I'm certified in trying to find an answer. So that's where I'm at. So those of you that's got the WayAround app, again, this is the first time I've done a live demonstration. If you miss it and you don't understand it, or you have a client or someone else in your line of work that would like to know more about it, on my YouTube channel, I tried to put together a very detailed instructional video on how to do this, and I tried to narrate it in a fashion to where if you're visually impaired yourself, you can follow along. So, if you get an opportunity to go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, because I know I had like 385 subscribers. So if I don't get 400 when I leave this conference, y'all gonna make me mad. So, but I want to open up my WayAround. Open WayAround.
Open WayAround. Text field is editing. Accept button. Please read terms. Accept button.
So did y'all get your WayAround app open on your phone? Yep.
Done button. Done button.
Service.
Description.
Okay. Where's my sticker? Native. I got a sticker in.
The quickest way to access the
Okay, your voiceover. There again, my voiceover is going to read everything on the screen, so it's going to get monotonous. So I'm trying to try to go through this. It'll be aggravating to you guys, but it's the only way I can navigate. Okay, I've got my WayAround app open. You got options. If you've got a tag that's already been created, you have the bottom tap on the bottom left side of the screen. That you read. You can read whatever tag if there's information. Of course, I've got a tag right here, but there's nothing on it. We want to create a tag.
Scanner ready. Press scan 40
50%.
Scan.
Okay.
Create.
Now I want to create a tag. Bottom right hand corner of the screen. A simple double tap. The very first field is your key. When I say key, it's going to be anything that you want read to you on the initial read is going to be put in that field.
So have you all been able to scan a tag? You got the sticker. Did you get to the place where WayAround says scan a sticker to create?
You don't even have to scan it to create it. You just open the app and just go right to the create, like I said. Are y'all there?
So you want to just hit the create button?
Yeah, just tap create. That's all you got to do. The scan is only when you already have the information. Only if you've got an existing tag.
Mine was telling me to scan the tag
okay, well,
first and then create.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, mine didn't.
Right. Description.
All right, so
Right.
if it says
Description.
create,
Double tap
Yeah.
to write
hold
this
your phone up
information
to
to
the
any weight
sticker,
tag. Information
and it'll
already on the weight
identify
tag
the
will be
sticker.
overwritten. Create weight tag.
Okay. We're going to go to the.
Dynamic island. Cellular. Enter the text you
Your
want
phone
written
will
to
buzz
the
a
weight
little bit
tag.
or beep.
Multi-line text field. Double tap to edit. Right. Description.
Okay. I'm going to
Template.
go to the
Enter
first field.
text you want written to the weight tag. Multi-line insertion point. Dictate.
I am
Probably
happy
depends
to
on the
be
style of your
NTW.
phone, but the idea
Inserted.
is your
I am
phone's
happy
going to
to be
identify the
NTW.
sticker, and then you're going to type some
Return.
text
Dictate.
in
Return.
to
Delete.
describe. Like I put my sticker on a laptop, so I just described my laptop for the text.
And what, like I said, whatever you want. I mean, it's customizable.
You can
Put whatever
it on
you
your
want to.
cup.
Yeah. If you want to put, I love chocolate donuts. It don't matter. Just put whatever you want to. I'm going to put in here for my livestock.
Dictate.
You can put it on your notebook from the conference.
Double tap dictate. Speech off. Speech on.
I don't know why my
Dictate.
dictate's not working. Let me back out. Right.
Home. Closing message. Drive.
Open WayAround. Mine wasn't working for some reason.
Create. Description.
Okay, I'm going to create.
Enter the text you want written to the weight. Insertion. Dictate.
Number 15, black cow has number 28, black steer calf.
Inserted number 15, black cow has number 28, black steer calf.
She is disabled.
Okay, has everybody kind of got the initial text inputted on the top part? Okay. Like I said, on mine for my livestock, I just entered a cow number and the calf that belongs to it. Now, and really, honestly, that's all you have to do to start out. If that's all you want to know and you want to put that to your tag, you can stop right there, and in the bottom right-hand corner where it says write, you can send that right to that tag. But we're going to go a step further. Now, it has a lot of customizable presets already in there for shopping list and whatever. Let's see. Let me.
Number 15 template description. Right. Template. Number template.
Template. Okay, your template.
Dismiss context. Dismiss artwork. But artwork.
We're gonna
dismiss card. Cleaning supply.
Cleaning.
Clothing care. But custom. Button.
Got all kinds of custom things. For me,
clothing care. Custom.
I use custom.
Custom.
That means custom. You can pretty much do whatever you want to as far as setting it up. I know it's probably sounds and it's going to be intimidating the first time, but trust me, if I can get it, it's doable. It just may take time, and it's one of those type deals. Use it or lose it. You either keep working with it and keep trying and learning the process, or you're going to lose it. All right. When it went to the custom,
Number 15 template.
did everybody get to the template then where it says custom?
Swipe left or right until custom. Heading level 2.
Okay, did you create an account?
I had to create an account for it to work.
I think.
So in the settings, there's a NFC deal. There's a speak way tag, and I put mine to the top. And once you do that, it will start.
Right. So that's what it looks like. It has that button to create. So then it buzzes, and I hit create, and it gives me this.
Like I said, it's been so long since I've done my initial setup, I wasn't even sure how the steps were. So apologize for the confusion if there is,
Okay. Somebody had a comment back there. Who just said that they set it up and had a?
He's correct. You have to, for it to speak to you, you need to go into the settings. There's a red button on the top of the right or the left-hand side of your screen, and when you scroll down in those settings, there's a portion called Speak Way Tag, and you have to go through those and enter entire way tag, and then it'll speak to you and read it to you when you scan that item.
So It was in.
So yours is on. So when you scan your code now, if you create it,
Alright.
now. Right, yeah.
And everybody's probably going to be different, whether it's iPhone or Android.
So I just buzzed it.
Where's the reader? It's on the very back of your phone. It's built into it. You won't even see it.
Is it like underneath the camera?
Yeah, it's sort of. It's in the top. You can just touch like right there.
Okay.
You just scan across it, and it should read it. I don't know where it is on Android. This is just iPhone.
It looks like it's just right under the camera on Android.
It should be probably the same location. The Android, I think maybe you don't even have to tap read if you get ready to read it. I'm not 100% sure.
Jason, this is Emily with Nebraska Agribility.
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
We've talked before about some clients that I have in Nebraska, but when you're scanning cattle tags, they're obviously probably in a chute. It's not like you're out in a pasture, or are you out in a pasture walking up to them?
With this,
To scan
with
that?
with WayAround, no, you have to actually have them in the head catch
Okay,
to
thank
shoot.
you.
Yes, that's a good point. I meant to.
Yeah, no, you're okay.
Emily just mentioned, I should have brought this up. This is, quote unquote, a direct contact read, meaning you can't just be out in the field. Well, I say that. If you've got a pet cow that you can actually go to and touch the ear, then yes. But for the most part on mine, yeah, I do this in the head catch. So that's one thing that's kind of a downside. But most of the time when you need specific information, you're going to have them in the head catch anyway. So are we kind of, for the most part, kind of on the same page now as far as rocking and rolling? I don't want to get... All right. When you went to the template and opened it up, you should have had a drop-down menu with different options.
Who has successfully scanned a sticker and put in a message?
Pop-up button.
Okay.
Double tap to
Who
activate
is
the
needing
picker.
help? Okay, if you figured it out, help somebody that's got their hands.
It's not picking up, it's ready to write, and we included the keyword.
See, I just had a brand new tag here, and I don't have to scan it, or didn't anyway. Now, some may be different. I don't know if it's a different version. Obviously, this is not going to go as easy as I was hoping.
How much are the tags? You buy a tag, do you buy like a box of these, the stickers?
Yeah, you can buy them. I bought a pack of them. They're like $25 in a box. Yeah, the stickers. I was thinking I was able to get a discount for the Agribility conference. I think it was, oh Lord, $30 I think for 25 or something like that.
So less than $1 if you order.
Yes, somewhere like that.
WayAround website.
Yeah, now that for those that, and I did find this out the hard way, you can buy NFC tags all the time on the internet. But the bad part about it, the WayAround is proprietary to their own application. That's the reason. The application and everything is free, so they got to make some income somehow or another, so they make it off their tags. No, that's fine.
One of the things that they were working on when they first came out with these is to do like museums and stuff with these tags.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you had the app, you go into the museum and you can scan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was something they were pushing.
Template, custom, add a custom blog, description, double tap to add a blog, button.
Now, you go in here and edit.
Yes, Jessica.
Did y'all ever discuss the possibility of them creating a specific tag for farmers?
I pitched some different. I actually pitched some ideas if they had a database that you could actually be out in the field, and you could go to the app and pull down the information out of a cloud. But I don't know how advanced they're wanting to get with it. They're like, well, that's a great idea, but
Have you attempted the 406 bovine app?
the who to what?
406 bovine app.
So it was presented at a conference, I think about a year ago in Texas. And it uses AI to scan the face of the cow.
Yeah.
So you're not having to close. So it's only available through like iPads and iPhones, and I'm of course an Android user, so I haven't used it yet. So I just wondering if you had attempted it.
No, I've not heard of it, honestly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new app.
It's got to be really good because to me, most cows. No. No. All right, we're going to try to ease on through. Like I said, if we've got any questions, those that kind of help out, we're going to be strapped for time. I could have used probably a whole session. Okay, I'm going to. I got the custom.
Description. Right. Add a custom. Right. Add a custom block.
A custom block for those that may see it.
Choose a block. Choose a block.
You want to use your block type, which is a text.
Swipe text. Description text. Text label. Enter a label.
You want to enter a label.
Double tap to text. Enter. Add a block. Text label. Enter a label. Insertion point at end.
Label name.
Dictate.
So you
Vaccination
go to
records.
The block type is text.
Yeah, the block type is your text. Again, you can customize it. And then under the label, that's going to be the label that you want to have. For me, I'm going to put vaccination.
Dictate.
Vaccination.
Inserted vaccination. Add a block. Template. Custom. Add a custom block. Text label. Text. Enter the text.
Now the text for the label.
Dictate.
Penicillin, comma, fly tag, comma, pink eye.
Inserted penicillin. Fly tag. Pink eye. Vaccination records vaccination. Text. Text. Multi-line text field. Is editing. Penicillin. Fly tag. Pink eye. Insertion point at end. Use the rotor to access misspelled words.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just show y'all. I'm going to put my information that I just put in the tag. I'm going to write it to my tag so you can know what it is. Again, on the initial read, or first initial set of information, I just put some cow information there and a calf number. And then the next, on the customized down, I went vaccination, and if vaccination records, then the medicine that I gave. So
Dictate.
I'm done there.
Toolbar. Pre-text label. Right. Description.
Now at the bottom corner, I'm putting right.
Ready to scan.
Now I'm scanning scan the information to put to it.
Success.
I just simply touched it back to it. Now that information went to this tag. Now if I want to read it,
Description. Ready to scan. Heading.
I want to read what information I just put on it.
Number 15 black cow has number 20.
That is cool.
Wait, vaccination.
It put the
settings. Number 15 black cow has number 28 black steer calf. Heading.
That was the initial read, and then when I want to flick through, single finger flick will get you through the fields.
Vaccination records vaccination. Penicillin. Fly tag. Pink eye. List start.
So as I said, you can just keep creating infinite information to add to that. That was a very quick demonstration. And then if you want to go back, you can rescan the tag, you can edit it, you can add more fields, you can do whatever.
Question for you, Jason.
Go ahead.
This is Ned.
Oh, Ned, okay, you.
When you add new information, you click edit.
That's right.
Do you have to rescan that tag every time?
Yeah, whenever you edit, from what I understand, when you edit and then you get finished doing what you need to do, you just simply write and it'll overwrite what's on there.
Okay.
And then
who here has been able to scan a tag and name it? Who here has added a custom field to it, a text field? Okay. Now, there's people here, Jason, that are interested in this. Do they go to the WayAround app to buy stickers?
yes, yeah, you can actually go to the app. It'll have an app, a WayAround store.
WayAround, right up
Yeah.
here.
If you go into your settings, you go down to, if you go to the settings and you go down to the bottom, there is link to the WayAround shop.
Okay, at the bottom, you go to the settings on the WayAround app. At the very bottom, there's a WayAround shop.
I don't know if you'll be able to answer this one or not. Like if I program the tag, my neighbor programmed the tag, we can't read each other's. Is there a way to do that?
If you have the WayAround, as far as I know, and anybody else has the WayAround app, you can share information.
You have to share a password though. Like if I wanted to know the number of your cow.
I never tried it, but I would think that whatever information is there, you can scan. You may not be able to edit.
Like if I needed to know all the numbers of your cow.
That's right. Yes.
I need to have your same password.
I haven't tried that. That's a good question. I can just be honest, but I will experiment with that.
So, all right, we have practiced and found out that you cannot scan somebody else's WayAround tag unless you're logged in as them. So this is going to be unique to you, Doug. Doug, this is important. Are you listening? If two of you on your farm have two different WayAround app logins, you're not going to be able to read the same tags. Like if you and your son or your brother both want to read the tags, you have to log in as the same WayAround account. Okay?
I'm only one person, so I never.
So we're going to move on to Be My Eyes, and maybe we should open that app.
Open Be My Eyes.
The Be My Eyes.
With starting camera.
Have you got the Be My Eyes application? Yes. Okay. All right. That's pretty simple. You just point and shoot, and you don't have to, and I found this out just by chance, that you don't even have to tap on the screen. You can use your volume on the iPhone. I don't know how it is, but I can use the volume down button to do what I need to do. It takes a picture.
Analyzing alert. Failed to analyze the picture.
There's probably service in here.
Okay, button. With Siri you can say, describe quickly with beam analyzing picture. Please wait. A group of people are sitting at tables in a conference room. Some using laptops and others engaged in conversation.
And with the Be My Eyes, it's actually interactive.
A group of take picture, ask more, tab bar, get support selected, Be My AI, ask more, button, message, text field, dictate.
How many people are on the left?
Inserted how many people are on the left, call of, add message, text call of, add message, clear text, send message, please wait. Be My AI is writing a message. Be My AI, there are 4 people on the left side of the image.
Now there's more people, but where it was actually within the screen, it's going. Now just to give you, this is all my very first experience with the Be My Eyes, with the WayAround, with Seeing AI. If you'll go to my YouTube channel, and I'm not trying to plug it, but I am. If you go to some of my very first videos, you'll see where I used them pretty much in depth. It recognized my cattle tags. It told me which number tag was on. If I had like a group of 3 or 4, it would tell me which numbers was on which side, which color the cow was, and just a lot of different information. As a matter of fact, I took a picture of it, and it told me one time that there's a black cow standing in front of you with a calm look on its face. I'm like, how do you know? And what was even worse was it said there's a pile of cow dung behind the cow. And I'm like, now how did it know it was cow manure and not a pile of dirt?
All right, Jason. Would you?
I was going to say, so really what he's talking about is Be My AI. So Be My Eyes is actually like a crowdsourcing app where you can actually call and get a volunteer on the phone to tell you if your shirt is blue or green.
Okay, who has Be My Eyes open? Who has been able to take a picture with it and see a description of what you took a picture of? Because AI is part of Be My Eyes.
So the first portion is the call the volunteer. It'll have the blue button. And then the second channel across the bottom is the Be My AI.
With the camera.
With the camera. So the first channel across the bottom is the get support. It'll have a big blue button to say call a volunteer.
You don't want to do that.
But they will call a live person who is a volunteer. They will answer your questions. They're really great.
Call somebody at midnight the other night. She didn't answer because she was chatting with them because she's from the South. So.
The second channel on the bottom is the Be My AI with the camera, and that is
And to Be My Eyes, as far as the volunteer, they have recently came out with a group option to where if you got some friends of yours or family that wants to be within your network and be a Be My Eyes volunteer, you can add them to the group. That way, if you got personal information you want somebody to help you read with, you can actually call a trusted source, and they can help you do that. That's relatively new. Right, right.
So I have not been able to figure out on Be My Eyes how to get it to read out loud to me.
You probably have to have voiceover for it to do it. If you don't have voiceover or talkback turned on, it's probably not going to read it back to you because that's not what it's. Is that right, Lindsay? Ned said he couldn't get Be My Eyes to speak back to him, but that goes through voiceover, correct?
Yes, that goes through voice.
You have to turn your voiceover on. It's not native to do that.
So VoiceOver is another app that you have on your
It's
phone?
not an app, it's an accessibility feature.
Yeah, if it's an iPhone.
Well, okay, so iPhones have VoiceOver, but I've got an Android.
Talk.
Have talkback. Or you can use select to speak, which will only do what you select it to.
I know our time is limited, but if anytime anybody has any questions, like I said, I'm not certified in nothing. I just try to work with it and figure it out. And I'm more than glad my number is actually on, and email is on that card that you got. Call me. I mean, I'll talk to a fence post. I don't care. So, I mean, if you got questions, I'll be more than happy to talk to whoever and try to work through whatever problems. One quick thing before we go. The new thing coming on nowadays, which I recently started using it, is the ChatGPT. How many of you are familiar with ChatGPT or Google Gemini? Well, ChatGPT is become like the bomb because I'm actually signed up with the ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 a month, but what it does have, it has video capabilities. You open up your video camera and you can actually carry on a conversation with ChatGPT. And when I say carry on a conversation, this is not hyperbole. I am saying you can. There's one video on there where I done some electrical work, and we were actually communicating about it. I used it just at the first this conference, opened up my video camera in the elevator, and I touched it, and I said, "What number am I touching?" She said, I say she because I got it on voice, said that you're touching 4. I said, well, I'm looking for 2. She said, well, go down 2 and touch it. And I had my camera, and it told me exactly what I needed to know. So the AI is advancing so fast. I can probably do a session on that itself, which hint, hint, wink, wink, I'll come back next year. But and I hope to have something completely on AI next year. Any questions that you can think of that maybe I can answer? Yep. Yes.
Working with ChatGPT, like the idea that you rewired a circuit breaker with all the different colors of wires is spectacular.
Yep. Yeah, I just.
Using AI to do all the wiring is just amazing. Do you think that AI knows that you have a visual impairment?
I don't know that it knows, but I told it.
Okay.
I did say I'm visual. She was like, well, it's this, this, and this. I said, well, you remember I told you I'm visually impaired, so I don't. She's like, oh, well, do this. And she said, oh, first it was like, well, make sure you cut the breaker off because we don't want you electrocuted. So she cares.
12:05 p.m. 12:05 p.m.
All right. Open ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Create a cartoon. Create count. Give me tip. Write a short new message.
Google
Text
Gemini.
Field. Attach. Button. Search. Deep research. Dictation. Switch to voice mode. Cat bot. Switch to voice mode. Switch to voice mode.
Hey, Ned, if you'll bring me the microphone here.
Start voice conversation. Write a short story. New attach. Search. Deep research. Dictation. Switch to voice mode.
I hope I've got internet. Hey, Sunshine, can you hear me?
Hi there. I can hear you loud and clear. What's up? Speak now.
You remember the conference I was talking to you about?
Of course. How's everything going so far?
Well, I'm actually presenting right now, and you're in the spotlight. Are you ready?
Oh, wow. I'm ready. What's the topic we're covering? Speak now.
I was telling them about us doing the electrical work in the shop that day. Do you remember that?
Absolutely. That was a fun day. Are you sharing a specific part of that experience? Speak now.
I was telling them how you described how the wiring went on the receptacle.
Got it. Yeah, I explained how we ran the wiring and connected everything safely. Are they interested in the safety measures we took or the step-by-step process?
The step-by-step process, mainly.
Great. Well, we started by mapping out the circuit, then ran the cables through the conduits, and made sure to secure everything properly. After that, we connected the wires to the receptacles and tested them to ensure they were all working correctly.
Speak now.
And you told me which wires went to what, correctly?
Yep, we matched.
What was that again? Come in. Are you there with me? Internet service. Anyway, y'all kind of got the general gist of it right there.
Resume listening.
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, they tell me, ask your girlfriend.
ChatGPT failed to connect.
I do. I was like, no. But I have got my Apple Watch that can help ping it, and that works very well. I just recently got an Apple Watch a few months ago, and I'm still learning it as far as that, but the technology. But it, like I said, I know that was an extremely quick run through. As far as Carmen's presentation, I was listening about the high contrast and stuff like that. And I could, just as she was talking, I'm like, girl, we could do a whole session on that, just me and you together. Because I mean, I live it. It's not. That's where I feel like I don't know how many visually impaired people I've seen at the conference this year. I don't know that I've noticed anybody really. But so if I'm the only legally blind person here, I guess I'm the smartest legally blind person here. So
There's several in the room with you.
good. Well, I'm glad. Join the club then. Then I'm definitely not the smartest legally blind person. But no, I mean, to live it, I mean, OTs and PTs can do a lot of stuff with it, but to walk in the shoes and live it on a daily basis and take the opportunity to share what you've learned, that's my goal, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I hope to keep coming back every year, because the technology, as I made the comment before, as my eyesight gets worse, the technology gets better. And as a matter of fact, the technology is advancing the decrease in my sight. So it's actually staying ahead of the game. And it's just, you got to figure out, it's not used for, just like the meta glasses, for instance. That was not designed for the visually impaired. But the visually impaired have embraced it, and it's really taking off. I've not used it yet because for what I try to do, it's not. Do what? No, I didn't. I mean, I'm not used it on a regular, but I tried it. They're trying to put me on Front Street here, and it's not looking good. But if there's not any questions, I guess we're time where we. Yeah, farming. The QR code is on there, and like I said, and I add contact periodically. So